America, so trash. I can't believe people coming to this country. If you're coming to America to better your life, you might want to stop and think about it, because the people who live here don't like it. And I mean, that goes all the way across the board. You got to think, if you're coming here to live in your car and go take showers and stuff at the gym, get a 24-hour fitness membership, while on top of that, eating stuff that you barbecue, or like eating fast food and sending money back home, maybe it's okay. But if you're not sending money back home, living in your car and eating garbage while taking showers at the gym off a membership, then you should not come here. You shouldn't. Because what America plans to do is they plan on ripping you off and using you to pay debt. That's what it uses all the citizens to do, is to pay debt. If you come to America, you will be paying debt. You will be used as a person to pay debt. That is it. That's what I do. My company, they pay us just below a livable wage. That way, we don't complain about being broke. We can't complain about slave wages. But at the same time, we are so reliant on this job that we can't switch jobs. That is what companies do in a nutshell. They pocket the most of the earnings and they reinvest it into the company and into the CEOs and all of the corporate shareholders, while they rip off all the employees that work for them. And they keep them at, this is the livable wage, this is being able to afford everything. They get you around this sweet area where you kind of struggle for gas, you kind of struggle for groceries, you can't really do anything to celebrate, you can barely keeping it really tight and saving, you can barely go out on a vacation. And as soon as you do that, you need to go back to work ASAP. They make it to where, you're taking days off at your own peril. Like, if you do that, it's game over. You need to go to work in order to afford rent. Like, you won't make it. So this is what you're getting yourself into. So just think about it before you come here. Like I said, if you are living out your car, you don't have any kids, and you're sending money back home to a different country, come on over. If you're not sending money to a different country, you're here to pay debt. You're here to pay someone else's bills. You're not working for yourself. You think you're working for yourself, but you're not really working for yourself. Right now, I'm picking up my children. I get them these sweet little things every blue moon, these pieces of candy or whatnot, but keep 1000s. I don't buy junk, ever. Never, ever, ever. I used to smoke. I used to drink. I used to get high. A lot of weed. A lot of weed. Now I buy toothpicks. That's where my money goes, the toothpicks. Maybe mints. Occasionally I don't even use them that much anymore, but I used to get these mints from Trader Joe's because I was on the nicotine lozenge, and I had to wane off of that because that became so addictive. So I used the Trader Joe's mints to get off the nicotine lozenge. Now I'm on nothing. I drink coffee that I make at home, and I practice making my own meals every other day, and I prepare my lunches at the beginning of the week. It's kind of like a new habit of mine. It used to be like, oh, it'll take too long, it's too much time. No, it's a habit. I knock it out, it's done. In an earlier video, I was telling you how I prepare salsa. Like, now I prepare my own salsa because I was buying it so frequently. I was spending $70 on salsa a week. That would be what, 70 times 52, whatever that is. That'll give you what I'm spending on salsa on an annual basis. I cut that down to $10 a week. So now I'm spending $520 on salsa within a year. It still sounds like a lot, but I'm making it myself at home. And it's for a whole week. It's a week amount of salsa. I love salsa that much. I need to learn how to make my own hot sauce though, because I like spice. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I prepare my own meals, fresh ingredients, all that good stuff. And all I can say is, if you're coming here from a different country to make a better life for yourself, start talking to the residents that live here before you move here. Start looking at the regions that you'd move and see if you can contact somebody online and you talk to them. You see how much money they're saving. Start having these financial discussions. If people aren't too embarrassed, hopefully they'll share with you and they'll save your life, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Maybe you guys compare stories and you're trying to move down here. You might convince somebody to move up there where you live. That's how bad it is in America. Like, real talk. It's awful. On top of that, like, you have to worry about diseases and getting sick. A lot of Americans, they don't wash their hands. They're nasty. I'm being real talk. They are nasty. They don't care about their neighbors. They do not give a about their neighbors. If they did, the homeless crisis wouldn't be so messed up. The fact of the matter is, a lot of the neighbors are millionaires and billionaires. And they hoard their money. If you're a millionaire or a billionaire in America, yeah, you're my neighbor. No matter where you live. If you're in America, technically you are my neighbor, and kind of a dick because you're hoarding money. I mean, I respect the fact that you can make that much money. I respect the fact that you have a successful business, or you're so disciplined, or you have a financial literacy. What I don't respect is that you don't help the situation. A lot of them do, but this is going to the majority. The majority don't, because if the majority did, we wouldn't have this situation. You know what I mean? We have like 100+ billionaires in America. That in itself, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. That many billionaires, huh? And it's like, how much money do you need to be happy? How much until you can take care of yourself and your children? How much do you need? I think that's the question that we should start asking everyone. Everyone should collectively start asking. How much do you need to win capitalism? How much money? And then for all these immigrants that come into the country, you really should be nicer to your black neighbors, because I can explain to you that if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be able to get into the country. The thing is, have you ever had a child and had your child do chores and said, hey, this is your chore, you need to do it. I'm not going to pay you to do your chores, right? When a child becomes a grown-up, do you still make the child do chores? No, you don't. Because they're grown. So this is how America is. This is how cold America is. They treated black people for a very long period of time like they were children, and they gave us chores. While we were adults, they gave us chores, and they expected them done for free. And these aren't normal chores. These are back-breaking, laborious type chores. These are tasks. This is labor. This is full-on ass jobs and work. So we did this until we became free. By free, it means we no longer have to do this chore unless you pay us. America's so cold-blooded, they said, hey, you don't deserve to be paid. You need to be doing this chore for free, or at the most minimal amount of cost. You need to be cheap, okay? You don't deserve a fair wage in this country. because of your skin color. You don't deserve a fair wage in this country because of your roots of being a slave. Fast forward to where we are today. The only reason we have immigrants is because they didn't want to pay us a fair wage. They rather bring other people from outside of the country, inside of the country, and pay them less until they've got an understanding of, hey, this is not worth the job. Eventually, they started paying them a decent amount, but they would tell them, hey, those black people are lazy. Those black people, they don't deserve the time of day. Those black people are this, those black people are that. And this is basically what they keep spitting in your ear in Fox and all these other programs since immigrants even started in this country. They just tell them, hey, black people are this, black people are that, all out of spite that we will not work for them for free, or we will not work for them for under a fair wage, and that we fight for a fair wage. So next time you see a black person and you feel like disrespecting them and you're not from this country, or you're a second generation or third generation immigrant, just think about this. The only reason you're here and the only reason you probably make a fair wage is because of civil rights and the fact that we fought for a fair wage for ourselves. And white people were so spiteful that they didn't want to give us a fair wage that they brought someone else in and paid them a fair wage in front of us and told them not to conversate with us. That's where we are today. Have a nice day. And remember, be kind to your neighborhood black person. We want to be kind to you too. At least I know I do. I love everybody. And I give everybody a second chance. You don't get a third though.